My name is Rex Ray, and how do I describe myself? That's a good question. I wanted to always describe myself as an artist, but I always think that's sort of a term you have to earn. The work in the book is pretty much a retrospective of, I'd say, about the last 7 years, starting with this collage work. Not the most popular work, not the largest projects I've done, but the work that I like the most. The way I started off in graphic design was working for small companies which allow you a great amount of freedom. Then as you get more successful, the more money you make, the less freedom you have. So then I began strategizing a way out of graphic design, but I wasn't really sure how. There was one particular campaign that I had worked on that was very lucrative, but it had been subject to so many marketing department decisions that I absolutely hated it. And I was flipping through a magazine one night and ran across one of the ads that presumably I had done. So I took that ad and sort of cut it up with scissors and glued it down more in a way that I had imagined it, and thought, well, you know, that was kind of fun. So I sort of made it an exercise of mine to every night sit down with scissors, paper, and glue and cut up magazines and make collages that looked much like this. I would do anywhere from 5, 10, 15 a night, not really thinking about any of the compositions, not judging them. I mean, you can see how simple is that. And basically it was an exercise in turning off all of those critical voices. It became quite liberating doing this every night, and I would really look forward to it at the end of the day. And then eventually I had upwards of 1,000 of these. And I put them all up on the wall like this. And it was really quite a revelation to see something that I'd never really considered as conscious art making to be probably the most successful art making I had ever done. They are all handmade. Rather than confine them to sort of this rarefied gallery environment, I thought that it would be better to try and reach a greater audience by putting them into a retail environment, particularly, you know, with the rise of, you know, like decor in the current culture. I believe it was 1999, Metropolitan Home did a feature on the place I was living at the time, and Jonathan Adler saw the work there and called me up and asked me if I wanted to sell the work in his stores. Because I've worked in commercial art and in fine art, I don't really distinguish a line between the two.